Hi guys, welcome back to another of my videos. So as you can see, I'm back home. Now this doesn't really mean anything to most of you because most of you go to the same school as me, meaning that most of you already know I'm back from holiday and stuff like that. But anyway, so I decided on this video I'm going to let you guys know what I did on holiday because I enjoyed it. I want you to know what it was like so that you might book a holiday like that in the future. And maybe there might be a chance that I'll do the same and we'll get to see each other. Yay! Or maybe you'll just, have fun without me. Maybe that. You never know. But anyway, so today in this video I'm just going, let's get on with this, okay? Sorry, I get a bit off track sometimes, don't I? Okay, so the first thing I did was the first park I went to was SeaWorld. Now I'm pretty sure I did actually used to think this was a park in Britain because most aquariums I've been to are in my country. Yes, you now know where I live, well, which country I'm in. So I went to SeaWorld and there was this ride called Journey to Atlantis, and this was definitely my favourite ride in Atlantis. In SeaWorld. So what I did is basically it had like these water drops, so you would go through like a beautiful cruising journey, seeing like all Atlantis, like actual Atlantis, seeing like fish singing and everything. It was really cool and I liked it. And then after that you go up this little bit of a stair, then you go round, then you go up more stairs, then you go around again, then up more stairs, then around again, then up more stairs, and finally you get to the last set of stairs where, when you get to the top of it, you drop into the biggest drop the gate that the whole thing has, and it just splashes you and you get drenched. Not like you need to go into a dryer drenched, but pretty drenched. And then after that, you've got like a rapid drop, so like a drop that is like kind of sudden. So you go around seeing all the people who are watching you, because actually there's people watching you from the ride demonstration. So you know how with some ride you can look out to see how it is and everything, because there's like a little fence bit where like there's people coming around and everything. Yeah, so you go round that bit, and then I think there's this guy who goes, good luck. Well, that's what happened when we were there. And then you drop down like this small drop and you get a bit wet. And then you go up a few more steps and then you like kind of do like a bit of a slow turn. Then you go up again to do a final dark drop, which is the best drop because it's the most thrilling one. It's about half the size of the super big drop. It's a lot of fun, okay? So that's why I would recommend going on. There's also a bunch of shows you can go to, a bunch of places to eat. Then there's also like expedition places, and it's really a lot of fun, so I should go there. Second parks I went to was the Disney parks. So I went to two Disney parks. I went to Disney World, which is the one where at night you can find a place to watch the fireworks that come off, and that's really cool. There's also this place called Splash Mountain that I went on. That's got another really big drop that's quite scary. I closed my eyes on that one, as I have done with a few of the drops in this thing. One second. And then you've also got like this Pirates of the Caribbean ride and like several other different rides, and that's a lot of fun. Also, there's this quite famous ride. It's not really a ride, but it's called the Carousel of Progression. But basically, you start in like the 1950s or something. Like the start of the 1900s, and it basically takes you around from there, leading up to where you are now, where like so many things are automated. You've got a lot of technical stuff, and it just basically shows how much better the world has got from now, how the world has become what it is now. So that's really cool. You go on that. It's called the Carousel of Progression. There's not really a wait time for it, so that's good. So that's Disney World. There's also a lot of other stuff there, but those are just the rides I went on. And then there's also Hollywood Studios, which is another Disney park. That one is a... so that one has Toy Story Land, Indiana Jones stuff, Star Wars things, the Tower of Terror. No, or is it the Hotel of Terror? It's the Tower of Terror. It has this family-friendly ride called Aerosmith, where basically it's like a ride it's a roller coaster in the dark. So basically, a family-friendly ride is a ride that you go on with your family. It's all nice and peaceful and safe, and maybe like a few drops and turns and stuff like that. Yeah. So this lies and says it's a family-friendly roller coaster. You go onto it. I haven't actually been on this ride, but it has an upside-down bit. So basically, you know the Hulk ride. You probably don't, but it's like the biggest roller coaster in Universal. One of them actually. It's basically like a huge roller coaster. Yeah, it's like that, but in the dark. That's it. It's basically a slightly themed roller coaster. It's a really, twisty, turny. It's also got upside down bits as well. So I did not go on it. I went straight out and to the exit, and then I sat down on the bench. And then, yeah, so I did not do that one. So if you're not good with upside down things, or if you don't have control over your fears of big roller coasters, do not go on this ride, because you will get scared. Just like ask to go to the exit when you get there, and you'll be fine. Okay. However, if you're brave, then go onto this ride, and you got my respect. And also there's this really amazing show called Fantasmic, which I think you have to book a place for. I'm not sure, but basically it's a show about Mickey's imagination overcoming every single Disney villain there ever was, which is kind of cool, to be honest. It also shows like a bunch of other Disney characters, and it's also got like a bunch of shows as well. So it's really cool. I suggest you check it out. Now we're moving on to the Universal parks that I went to. So I went to Islands of Adventure, where there was my favourite ride, the Spider-Man ride, and that was a lot of fun because Spider-Man is my favourite superhero. So going on that ride is a lot of fun. However, it's like the older Spider-Man. So you know the one from the Tobey Maguire ones. Yeah, it's that type of one, but that's fine because like that one was still pretty good. He did have a lot of witty humour. He was still quite action-packed, so it was still good. But however, the reason why I enjoy the newer ones better is because they look better. The non-action scenes have like better scenarios and stuff, so like less boring ones. Yeah. And then also there's like a bunch of shows in Islands of Adventure. Well, like only like two. There's also the Dr. Seuss stuff, and there's also the entire Marvel Land. There's also Popeye, you know that guy. So it's got, yes, that's Islands Adventure. There's also the City Walk. No, I haven't remember that one. There's the main part of Universal Studios where you got like Despicable Me, Shrek 3D, which I think most of you are gonna go on because, you know, for memes. There's also a Transformers ride. That's a lot of fun. And that's just half of our whole thing. Generally, Universal Studios is an amazing park and it's a lot of fun. The other thing I went to was Volcano Bay. Now this is by far the best water park in the world. It has this thing called Fearless River that I kept going on. So basically, you put on a life jacket. My size, I'm not going to say what size it is because I'll get embarrassed. But you put on a life jacket, and then you kind of float around this rapid kind of river. And there's like big waves. There's this huge wave which is like it sweeps you up and takes you like about a few meters. That's a lot of fun. Takes you up quite high as well. And then there's like a bunch of small obstacles before you get to the end, and that's really cool. There's also a bunch of water slides. I did not go in any because I'm a wimp, because it got too high and it reached a point where the seatings did not look safe enough for me, so I was just like, nope, that's a no for me, goodbye. And I walked and went down the stairs. But overall, Volcano Bay was a lot of fun. They also do have the lazy river. I did go on that a few times. It's a lot. It's quite good to nap on. But the whole of Florida is generally just a really cool place. I did enjoy the holiday a lot, and I hope that when you guys go on a holiday like that, you will enjoy it just as much as I did. Oh, also there's this place called Medieval Times I went to. That's really cool. I'll tell you about that as well. Actually, no, I don't need to. It's basically this medieval themed show and dinner place. Pretty cool, okay? Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, because I'm trying to reach 250 by the end of this year.